Hey everyone, let's talk about diatomic elements. Now I know it says diatomic molecules on here, but we really mean to say elements. That's the main thing to talk about right here. We need to think about the fact that when you look at the periodic table, it gives you the element symbol. And if you look at hydrogen on the periodic table, it will say H for hydrogen. However, if I were to ask you what is the formula of hydrogen, this is not the correct answer. So what it's telling you is that some pure elements, when I say this, I mean only pure elements when they exist by themselves with not chemically bound to anything else, they exist in twos. What that means is if you look at a sample of hydrogen gas, you'll never find one hydrogen atom by itself. You'll always find two hydrogen atoms bound to each other in the sample of hydrogen gas. And of course, if you have two hydrogens bound to each other, we call that a formula of H2. So that's what this is referring to. So the idea here is that hydrogen, oxygen, fluorine, bromine, iodine, nitrogen, and chlorine, in their pure forms as pure elements, they exist in molecules of two. So pure oxygen has a formula of O2, pure fluorine a formula of F2, pure bromine a formula of Br2, etc. It's just like that. That's just the way it is. So an element that is not on this list, if I say what's the formula of lithium, for example, you simply write its chemical formula off the periodic table, and that's good. If I ask you, say, aluminum, same thing, just the chemical formula off the periodic table, and that's good. But if I ask you what's the formula of oxygen, you write O2. That is good. Whereas on the other hand, just writing O is not good. That's an X, as in like not correct. All right, now, having mentioned that, one of the things to say is it's important to actually remember that, because there's a lot of things involving chemical reactions that we get to later in the course where you need to know that the formula of hydrogen is H2 or the formula of oxygen is O2, etc. So in order to make that easier, if you put all these together, it turns into like this. And what is that? It's called, if you can pronounce like a word, Hofbrinkel. Or someone got creative once, they wanted to say Brinkel Hof, they wanted to put the order around. But I always just say Hofbrinkel. And you know what? Let me tell you something. If you can remember the word Hofbrinkel, then you know all the elements that are diatomic elements, and then it makes it easy to remember it. I myself know it because my chemistry teacher told me a zillion years ago when dinosaurs walked the earth. So if it stuck with me for that long, it's because, well, it's memorable enough to work. So hopefully it's the same for you.